Learning about mixtures taught by Garrison, Nick, and Cheyenne. What is a mixture? A combination of two or more pure substances in which each substance retains its individual chemical properties. There are two types of mixtures, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Some examples of mixtures are cereal, saltwater or seawater, and air. Homogeneous mixtures are mixtures in which the composition is uniform throughout. Another name for a homogeneous mixture is solution. An example of a homogeneous mixture is Kool-Aid. A heterogeneous mixture is a mixture in which the composition is not uniform throughout. An example of a heterogeneous mixture is trail mix. Here's a rap to explain homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures.
Yes, sir, I think I'm a genius, 'cause I know that Kool-Aid is homogeneous, since it all looks the same throughout. But in heterogeneous, you can pick out the different parts, like when you eat a salad on the go. You can separate the beans and lettuce from the tomatoes. You can use methods like filtration, distill seawater by evaporation.
Separating mixtures. Some mixtures are easy to separate, like trail mix. Some can be more difficult, like salt water. There are many different ways to separate mixtures, like filtration, distillation, crystallization, and chromatography. Filtration is a process where a heterogeneous mixture is poured into a porous barrier, and the porous barrier then separates the solid from the liquid. Distillation is a process where a liquid is boiled to produce a vapor that is then condensed into a liquid. This diagram shows how distillation works. Crystallization is the process that forms pure solids from dissolved substances. Chromatography is separation based on the ability to travel or be drawn across a material. All chromatographic techniques flow the mixture that is to be separated through a material that retains some components more than others. This causes different components to flow through the material at different speeds, so they separate. Solvents and solutes. The solvent is the dissolving medium in a solution, for example, the water in salt water. The solute is the dissolved particles, for example, the salt in salt water. The solvent dissolves the solute, so the solute becomes dispersed in the solvent. So why do some liquids not mix? Mainly due to the polarity of the atoms. Like mixes with like. For example, the first picture shows gasoline and water not mixing. The second picture shows olive oil and vinegar not mixing. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned a lot about mixtures.